Hi there. Today I'm going to show you how to get rid of toenail fungus. Now, what I've got here is a one of the funguses that grows under the large toenail, and when it gets to the point that your missus kicks you out of bed, it's time to do something about it. And there's all sorts of creams and things out there on the market that can clear this up for you, and you can try that. But I'm going to show you how to get rid of it just with some common stuff you can find around the home. So, this is the particular fungal infection that I'm talking about just here. It's known as manky toe, or common stinkfoot, or foot rot, and you can see by the colour it's got this reddy brown yellowy fungus in underneath. So what you're going to need, this is a couple of steps in this process. First, what you're going to need though is some gaffer tape, some cardboard, a toe hammer, and a drop toe hammer. Make sure all your instruments are clean and sterile, as mine are. Take your cardboard and fold it over foot like this to protect your non-manky toes. And then I'm going to wrap that up with some gaffer tape. So I'm just applying the gaffer tape in a neat fashion. Okay, you can see I've taped that up pretty good, and I've just left the manky toe exposed, and just the end of the manky toe. I've even put a little bit of padding here, just in case I'm a little off when I'm using the hammer toe implement. Now, it's hard to apply the hammer toe instrument to the manky toe, in this case while you're videoing. I could try with this hand, but I'm also not real happy with the angle. I'm not real happy with the angle that this thing comes in on when I use my right hand. Although that's not feeling too bad. Alright, so I'm going to try and video and do this at the same time. What I'm going to go for here is just one quick sharp smash, and the idea is that the blood will come up into here and sort of shatter the nail. It's about 8 degrees out here, and that's quite important. Don't do this when it's too warm. You don't want your nail getting all supple and soft, or when you've just got out the shower. You really want it when it's freezing cold, so that your toe hurts quite a bit, and that nail's nice and brittle for when you hit it. Alright, so here we go. I can tell I wussed that a little bit. I think it needs just a bit more. I can't really see the blood coming up in that, and I'm having trouble hitting it hard enough. So I'm going to go to plan B, and I'm going to use the drop hammer. So here's the drop hammer. I'm just positioning everything correct. Again, I want to get this from the right height because I really don't want to do this too many times. Okay. I lifted the foot. Again, it's very hard not to wuss this. You can employ the services of a sadist to help you with this if you do get the wusses up too much. Alright, here we go. There is a bit of blood forming underneath that nail, which I think is loosening up the nail, which is what I'm going for. We'll check back with that in a couple of minutes. Okay, you can see we're well underway at getting this nail off now. You can see all the blood lines coming up under this edge here, and we've got a full crack right the way along the bottom of the toenail now, and good blood flowing to the area, which is what we wanted. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the progress of that. That nail seems to be coming off now, which is what we want to get rid of manky toe. I'm just going to show you one more technique of getting that nail off, and it's the good old-fashioned stubbing. Now, stubbings have been removing nails from toes for centuries, since the dawn of time, and it's probably the easiest and most efficient way of getting that off. So if you find method 1 and 2 doesn't work for you, you can always go for a stubbing. Okay, for my stubbing, I've chose to use the drop hammer toe, and ignore the dog. For my stubbing, I've chosen to use the drop hammer toe, and I've just put it on the side there. It's very hard to do an accidental stubbing. It's one of the things nature wires your brain to try and avoid. You can use anything you like. You can use a brick wall or something like that. I'm just stalling now because to deliberately stub is quite a hard effort. Right, I'm just going to go for a quick, short, sharp. Let's see if that's produced any real results. Not coming up yet. Okay, we'll try that one more time. Key is that the nail hits first. So we're just going to give that one more go. Okay, so that stubbing has done it very well. Probably better than the other two methods. You can see we've really got some good lift here at the front and at the sides, and also at the back. Yeah, a little bit. You see it's got that bit of movement. So we're well on our way to getting that nail off. Okay, what I'm going to do now is try and apply what I call the band-aid method to getting this nail off, which is where you just grab it and do one quick pull. Ideally you would use some multipliers with this, so, those pliers that you can actually clamp onto the end of the toe so you can give it a nice good pull, because getting a grip on this part of the toenail is quite hard. So we'll see how I go. No, it did work a bit. You can see getting some decent lift. Just try that one more time. Yeah, I'm really starting to get it now. Alright, it's not the band-aid method because I'm not getting it in one shot, but I am starting to get it. So here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, there we are. That's coming right off. Good, that's what we were after. Okay. Now, I've hit the critical point of there's a little attached bit right at the bottom corner there, and I don't think there's any way around it. We're just going to have to do a jiggle and pull type scenario. There we go. Okay, lovely. We've done it. So, there's the nail. And there's the manky toe. More manky than ever. I'll stop back in a minute with how we're going to treat that infection. Okay, now we're almost there. What I'm getting now is a bucket, some white vinegar, and some methylated spirits. I'm just going to pour a bit of vinegar in there, good dose of metho, and now we're just going to dunk the manky toe directly into the mix. Alright, so that's it from the treatment side. I'll come back and show you the result after that has kicked in and worked. Okay, I've had my toe soaking in the vinegar and metho mix for about 5 minutes now, but I'm freezing, so I'm just going to take it out, have a look how it's going. Okay, you can see already that looks a hell of a lot better. It doesn't look fantastic, but it looks a hell of a lot better. Still got a fair bit of bleeding from that side where I had to rip the nail off. But as far as treating the infection, I think we're well underway. which is good. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes in there and take all this wrapping and stuff off. I'll come back with the result later. Okay, toe's been in the bucket about 10 minutes now. You can see it's gone nice and soft, and the bleeding has stopped, so I'm going to show you the result in a week or so. Okay, so here we are 6 weeks later, and you can see that nail is now fully regrown and no sign of fungus. But, sorry, that's my wrong foot. Now, here we are a day later, and as you can see, tail's as manky as ever. However, given that there's no real pus, there's only sort of bleeding and scouring, I'm going to call this miracle cure. Calling it early before the finish of the clinical trials. Alright, good luck, see ya.